All right. Hello. How is everybody doing? Let me just bring up the chat. Hey, Tom. Hey, Queen TJ. Welcome in. We are going to start a new save file for Tiny Bookshop and just kind of start from the beginning because I really haven't done that in a while. And I just kind of thought it would be nice to switch it up a little bit and play some Tiny Bookshop. So let's select the save, and we have a new empty save slot. So I feel like I've like 95 or 99%ed this game overall. There was one thing that I couldn't get when I played the other two files. But anyways, let's start. Today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. Is it not working?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, hold on. How odd. It says I'm live. Do you want to refresh?
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry if you're hearing this.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. We're okay. All right. Tom's YouTube was saying that I wasn't even live streaming, but apparently I am. So there we go. Deepish, no worries. Bah. All right. Sorry, just had to do that. All right. Well, let's just get started. And of course, our first customer of the day is Tilda. You hear me? Thank you. Great. Thank you for the reassurance. And Tilda says, my, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. What? How? Oh, don't worry. I have my sources. Anyway, welcome to our quaint little town. I'm glad you've decided to stop by. I thought you might need someone to show you the ropes around here. I'm Tilda. I used to run the local bookstore before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? Hey, Shiloh, welcome in. Good to see you. I'm just getting started with some Tiny Bookshop. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here and for joining with my fellow mods. All right, so bravo, I've had the right book on hand. Okay, great. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Ooh, what a good find. Okay, so sadly, I didn't have the right book on offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sale chance. You can check your sale chance at any time by pressing the minus button and hovering over the genres on the right. Okay, so I think it wants us to do that. So if we do that here, classic sale chance 22%, scales with number of stocked books 3% from Tilda. So pressing minus allows you to inspect some hidden information, like the sale chance. Simply left stick, I think. Move the magnifying glass over the question clue to inspect it. Yep, we've done that. The sales chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like. Because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop, it will decrease as as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell that last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. To close the tooltip mode, press B or the minus button again. Okay. So we're just refreshing our memory with this tutorial. I don't know how many of you have played this game before, but I do recommend it. It's a really charming game, and there's a fun kind of puzzle aspect to trying to sell the books that we'll get to shortly. Once people ask us for advice or for help picking out a book. Okay, so we have another local character. We got Fern. Hi there, you're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilda. Did she know anything about you? Did she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookstonbury review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival's kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar. People often sell used books in the classifieds. Right, so for the record, what made you come to Bookstonbury? Okay, so what I like about this game is it does give you like some different dialogue choices, so you can kind of make it your own. So, needed an escape, searching for where I belong, or wanted an adventure. I'm going to go for the adventure one. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? Very windy, bit intimidating, friendly, I think. I'm gonna go for the windy. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Although I enjoy the weather here. In my hometown, we had only rain season and less rain season. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. See you around? Okay. Yeah, it is a very relaxing game. I'd say this is like a comfort game, you know, it's just kind of one that you can just kind of pick up and play whenever you just need, you know, a little bit of time to just chill out and forget everything else. Okay, so that was pretty easy going for the tutorial. Okay, and here we go. We got the Bookstonbury review now, so filled with articles, events, and items for sale. Thanks, Fern. Okay, so the Bookstonbury review reports the goings-on around town. You can check today's and tomorrow's weather, and keep an eye out for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket, and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like they're running a little low. In the classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Press A to buy. Okay, so we got these. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of any book-selling adventure. Okay, so the classifieds also have other bits and bobs. So let's pick up this lonely cactus. So let's go down here, get the cactus. And that gives us, that affects our sales chances in different ways. So while equipped, plus 2% to drama sale chance, plus 2% danger. Okay. And we can close the newspaper if we want. Let's give the lonely cactus a new home. Okay. So we tap ZL. From here, you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop, among other things. Let's press X to customize the bookshop. Okay. Yes, especially if you love books. Absolutely. Yeah, because like many of these are based on like real books, so you can learn something about actual books. Okay, so we got this one. Now place the item by pressing A again. I'm going to place it right there. Nice, you got a boost. Okay. Some items can increase your sales chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at the expense of another genre. Equipping some items will also increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind. Select an item and press minus to see what it does. Okay, so we've kind of figured that out already. And then to remove an item, simply select it and press Y. Okay. You can decorate inside or outside your shop, just press R. Okay, and press ZR to manage your inventory by different categories. Try selecting the paints category to begin painting your bookshop. Okay. Let's go for this blue. Or maybe the light green. Okay, now paint the selected object by pressing A again. Oh, I see. Let's go for that. Once you've satisfied your interior decorator, hold X and save and return. Okay. Book sign. Ooh, we got a sign that says books well equipped plus 5% to customer count. And we got a folding table. And a guest book. Okay. And then we could add, let's press that. And whoops. And let's make the bookshelf blue. Okay, and then we can press X to confirm. Okay. So, welcome to Buxtonbury. Each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses, as well as parking fees for the location. So you'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. Okay, let's do it. You spend too much time doom scrolling and your job is all short from bullet point narrative reporting, so you find it hard to read books now. Yeah, this game can kind of like help get you back into things. Okay, so there are books in your storage. Use L and R to select a genre and start stocking your shelves. Okay. L, the direction buttons, and A to place. Yep. I know all this. Okay, the book is now in your shop. Okay. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book that they will like within that genre. Yep. Check the sales chance. Yep, so travel sale chance 38%. You can remove books from your shelf with Y. Yep, let's fill up the shelves. No need to leave any empty space. Okay. So let's take a look. So I already know that we're at the waterfront square, and I'm pretty sure I'm trying to remember now. I think they tend to go for like travel and fact books are the most popular. So let's head up to here. And we'll add some classics too. I don't think kids' books are very popular, so we're just going to replace those. We're going to add another drama and then maybe some more of the crime books. Okay, so the shelves are ready. Let's set up shop. Yep. Oh yeah, it's so easily to get caught up in the doom scrolling and the doom and gloom. It's like every day, every minute there's something something to feel glum about. Okay. So, did you notice you can look around a location? Move your cursor to the edge of the screen and your view will follow. Yep. So we can move around. You can interact with things by navigating them with your cursor and pressing A. Let's pick up this buoy. Okay, so we, boy, oh boy. Okay. Oh, can we do anything with that? We can make the seagull make a noise. Okay, so let's open up shop. Oh yeah, the amount of times I've wanted to I've almost Googled what would it take to open up a bookshop on the sea. But I can imagine the reality would be a lot of red tape trying to set up a business like this. But the romance, the idea of just selling books on the sea is just, oh, wonderful. Oh, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberté as soon as you can. Okay, so we can visit the Cafe Liberté. And we have a new challenge. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. Okay, so we can talk to Walt. Introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. Okay. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? Okay, we got a journal. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. Okay, we got the journal. Open it anytime to check on your progress. Tap ZL to open your item bar. Select the journal and open it with A. Okay, so here we are. Yes, so here you can track which genres you've sold the most of, useful for adjusting your selection. So the waterfront, sure enough, fact and travel tend to be the most popular genres. And this is the total number of books you've sold here as well. And then check back here for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds little postage stamps to mark your moments of Bookstonbury. Yep. And you collect all of those. As you progress, you can see your progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. Select a stamp and press A to see more information. So, ahoy matey, introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. He's usually sitting by the stairs at the waterfront. Okay? Press L or R to flip to another page. And then we can press ZR to quickly cycle through the different chapters of the journal. So we've got equipped items. On this page, you can see the different items and effects currently affecting your bookshop. Make sure to use this page if you're ever unsure what something does or when you're trying to create the most optimized bookshop. Okay? And over here, the calendar gives you an overview of what's happened and will happen this season. Check back frequently if you're unsure what's going on around town. Simply use L or the other buttons to navigate the days. Press A if you want to inspect the entries on the right. Press B to return to the calendar section once you're done inspecting. Okay. So this is all our stuff. These are the characters. We have stamps. And we have character info. So you found a character entry. This page allows you to find out more about the characters you meet. It includes genres like personal information, where you last saw them. Sometimes characters will have requests for you to fulfill. You can check up on them here to track your progress. Okay? Okay. Great. Ooh, I inspired you for an idea for your islands. You got the tiny library DIY and remembered the series Tiny Bookshop. Everyone has a tiny library in their yard. Oh, that's great. It's a really cool idea. Hey, what are you doing here, says Fern? Our weather correspondent at the paper said that today is going to be the hottest day of the year. So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. Okay, so now we can get to Far Beach. Afternoon at the seaside. So we have to visit the beach 3 times. That's another challenge. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Absolutely. Yeah, I do love the tiny library. You were inspired by Tiny Bookshop? That's awesome. By my series of Tiny Bookshop, I should say. That's great. Okay, we can close up shop. Okay, it looks like some items have been discounted a little. Okay, now might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. Be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. Okay, so we also have a story in the Buxtonbury Review. So, public parks still in disrepair. Park management looking for volunteers. Last winter, a series of snowstorms devastated vital parts of the beloved Rye Park. Many trees were uprooted and flower beds were destroyed by strong hail. Since the beginning of the year, members of the Buxtonbury community have repeatedly expressed the wish for a restoration effort. Led by students of St. Buxton University, a newly formed group of volunteers is looking for local gardeners willing to donate their precious time and resources to the much needed repairs. Okay. So let's get grandma's old books. Okay. And let's get these. They might be valuable. Wonderful. And then let's press ZL and X. Oh, whoops. Oh, I can look around the... Oh, it wants me to look around the map first. Okay. Okay. Now I can press X and I can decorate a little bit more. So if I press ZR, I do want to like change a thing or two. Yeah, I want to do something like that. Or I didn't even know you could do the car. I'm just looking at like the different color options. Let's put this out. And we can add that too. And of course we can add the sign. Let's do ZR again. I kind of want to maybe do different colors. Yeah, let's maybe go for that. And then we can do maybe purple, like an indigo car. Or purple, the lavender. That's kind of fun. Okay, we're gonna do that. Ooh, the neighbors who have a tiny library in the yard put books in the library, and the other people who live there can borrow books in the yard. That's such a great idea. That's really cute. Okay, so we have our choices. I say we go to the Cafe Liberté and we talk to Mary. So let's see how we're doing books wise. We have a little bit of each, so that's good. But I'm pretty sure the classic books are popular, and I think it's the travel books too. And then I've noticed that crime books are pretty much anywhere people are going to be looking for crime books. Make of that what you will. We'll add a fantasy too. We'll just have like a little bit of everything right now, just to get started. Hey, Zach, welcome in. Happy Women's Day. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, so the bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as the weather, visitors, or special states. You can always read up when what something does by looking at the tooltips. Okay? Crime is a popular genre in books and TV. It absolutely is. I like watching crime dramas. There you are, says Tilda. And stamp collected. We got our first stamp. It seems like Miriam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now, I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday, I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. Okay? So pick up all of Tilda's items at the cafe. Move it. Check by Tilda's old bookshop and pick up all 5 of her moving boxes outside. I owe you, and I'll make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. Okay, can we do that now? Okay. Have Tilda's stuff equipped at the flea market. So delivery for Tilda. Bring her old stuff with you to the flea market on Saturday. She might be finally satisfied after that. Well, maybe. Okay, she's having a think right now and picking out books. Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they're looking for. Press X to help them, but they won't wait forever. Okay, so listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they're looking for. Hello, dear. Bonus points if it was written by a woman. Don't shy away from handing me a sophisticated work. Okay. Pay attention to how certain parts of the request are worded. Some things can be optional while others are really important to your customer. People also like to leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might also be harder to fulfill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelf are a good fit for your customer. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. So here you can see important info about the book, including a short description. The short description, publication, date, genre, author, and page count are all helpful to inform your decision. Do you think this book is a good match? Well, it was written by a woman, and it seems sophisticated. So once you found a match, try recommending it to them. There you go. Oh, I think I did the wrong. I pressed a button at some point and chose the wrong book. Okay, it looks like you did not manage to find something. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to recommend Catterday and Buxtonbury for Tilda. Oh, that's too funny. Yep. Okay. Well, great start, huh? Oh dear. I would read Catterday and Buxtonbury, personally. Sounds great. Okay, so somebody is stuck on the research. Let's be careful. Let's be more careful this time. Maybe you notice that some books can show up across different genres. Yes. This doesn't impact how a customer perceives the book, but you can use it to recommend books in a genre where your customer might not have been looking. So they're looking for a new hobby. They usually go for 21st century publications. They can't get enough of a Florence Diary. Okay, so a new hobby. Let's see what we can find. So we're probably going to look for travel or fact books. So they want something from the 21st century. A Florence Diary sounds like a travel book, so I'm gonna go with Hiking Trails in Buxton Bay and see what they think. Yes, a perfect recommendation. Okay. You might have just found someone's favorite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. Okay, great. Oh, wow, your customer just became inspired. Okay, so whenever they're inspired, then it's 15% to all book sales chance while active. Okay, this happens whenever you successfully recommend a book and increases the sale chance across all genres for a short while. Okay, so because I was reading that, I missed this person's request. Okay, let's help out Fern. Okay, okay, so this is 5-star difficulty. They want to read something dystopic, and they're fond of good sci-fi stories. They both die at the end as one of their all-time favorites. Hope it's not too much of a, well, it's a little bit of a bother if it's 5 stars, but this is my job, so I'm gonna do it. So something that's sci-fi, Shades of Magic is more fantasy. That sounds more fantasy. Three powerful, persecuted women travel across a broken and dangerous landscape. They search for answers about their ancestry, the cause of the Great Rupture, and how their innate ability to yeah, that sounds more fantasy than sci-fi, doesn't it? Yeah, the books the villagers read are music books, plant books, comic books, and fashion magazines. That's right. Those are like the 4 food groups for the villagers. All right, let's see. A Song of, yeah, that also is fantasy. So what about, this is a steampunk classic. This is the closest that I can find so far to like a sci-fi. So we'll shortlist that one. We'll see if there's anything else. 30 stories from a Russian writer and playwright. Okay, I don't think that's what we're looking for. The Story Girl, a born storyteller. Yeah. Count of Monte Cristo, don't think so. What about drama? Lessons in chemistry? Feminist historical fiction. I don't think that's sci-fi. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. An absurdist play. Okay. And another play. I mean, I don't know if this is really what he's looking for, but I'm gonna go for it. No. Okay. Okay, so we were making plus 24 in sales. So it's not too bad for, the start of the game. And what have we done? We've sold 2 crime, 1 drama. We sold 0 fact books. That's interesting. Okay. I think we must have missed Miriam. So we'll get to her at some point. Ooh, store in town center sits empty. So former bookshop cleared out after Sankalung's retirement. Many of our readers will have fond memories of the Bachhandel and Antiquariat at 4 Cyril Plaza, where Tilda Sankalun stores were always open to comfort you with the perfect book. And while the 76-year-old has been happily retired for a few years now, it still feels like the end of an era to see those doors come to their final close. Can Buxtonbury's new mobile bookshop follow in her impressive footsteps? And what will happen to this prime spot at Cyril Plaza? Okay, interesting. So let's get this bargain basement bin. Basement bin bargain. I'll get there one day. And what do we got now? I think we have a decent number of books right now, so that's cool. And let's go to ZL. Let's go to X and just see if I want to Okay, so the boxes and everything are automatically equipped, which is great. That will be great for Saturday. We don't have to worry about that. So that's cool. So I am going to I'm gonna hang up the buoy as well, and that's gonna give us a boost on travel. So that's cool. And can I put this in here? Yes, I can. Okay. We're gonna stick that there as well. Okay. All right. And then, oh, pretty expensive to get to the far beach at this point. So let's think about that. Maybe go back to the waterfront because we still have to talk to Walt. Are the requests different with a new playthrough? Um, so I think overall, like the main character requests, like the stamp requests, those are all the same. But there are, I think, I don't know what the variety is for the different like book requests that customers have. Um, I'm not really sure, I guess is the answer. Because I think it's randomized every time. But it's like a set number of different requests. So let's see. For the waterfront square, let's add more travel. And we'll add a couple of crime books. Maybe one more fantasy and a couple of the drama. Okay. You would like a mixture of sci-fi horror with a Legend of Zelda style novel. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Okay. Let's talk to Walt. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Okay, we got a stamp collected for introducing ourselves to Walt the Sailor. Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I have some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it's to your liking. Okay, so we've got um, a, a globe that we can't afford, a square buoy that we can barely afford, and a chattering trout. Critics say it's just Davy Jones's mouthpiece. It echoes the wisdom of the sea. Okay, so we're not going to buy anything right now because we're low on funds. My friends tell me you got some decent cargo on board too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Okay, guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't you make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Okay, sell 20 books to the local sailors. Oh ho, I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Okay, good morning. Oh dear, you don't have to bring those boxes. It's a lot easier to do it this way, Tilda, trust me. It's perfectly fine to leave them in storage until Saturday. I only need them at the flea market, but thank you for being so considerate. I appreciate the gesture. Okay, so we've sold one classic book. We've sold one book so far. Let's help her out, see what else she wants. So, dear, anything I haven't read yet. I'm looking for a crime novel. I'm obsessed. Also, I'm a traveler. I like reading about real places. So, okay. So maybe like true crime is what she's looking for. Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's library. That sounds more like fiction. Solve the puzzles and escape the library. Okay. What else do we have down here? After the funeral. Okay, so Agatha Christie book. Okay, so this is set in a San Francisco bookstore. We'll shortlist that one. Let's see what else there is. Julie Chan is dead. Okay, that doesn't name any specific places. And we live here now. Again, Larkin Lodge, I'm not really sure about that one. So I'm gonna go for this one. Yes. Looks like you managed to surprise them with an unexpected pick. Oh, okay. They'll try this one and keep shopping. Thanks for coming. You like the Doctor Who novels too, Shiloh? That's pretty good. I imagine there's quite a lot. I didn't really know that there were Doctor Who novels, but I imagine there'd be a lot. I bet there'd be comics too, wouldn't there? So ahoy, I'm looking for a book about nature. Also, normally I enjoy longer books. Okay, so looking for a book about nature, so like a fact book and then something long, whatever that might mean. But let's focus on the nature first. So we got Encyclopedia Bookstonia, which probably has something about nature in it. We've got a Gothic cookbook. I'm not sure that's what they're looking for. Newtonian Physics for Babies. That's only 24 pages. Ooh, the Complete Illustrated Encyclopedia of Birds of the World. Let's go for that one. Yes. So I can say, TJ, just to try to answer your previous question, since I originally played this game when it first came out, they have since added a whole lot of different books. So playing this again from scratch is something of a different experience because there are a lot more books to choose from than there originally were. Oh, hi there. Good afternoon. I was hoping to find a new book today. I'm nearing the end of a 10-part series. Wow. Oh, never mind. It's embarrassing. Anyway, I could use advice on what to read next. Okay. So, yeah, Fern really likes dark dystopian sci-fi. So we're gonna see if we have anything like that at all. It is 5-star difficulty, so we'll see. So that's magic. That is magic. That is magic. That is magic. And then we have we could also look at the crime books because sometimes you do get like dystopian sci-fi there. I don't know that that's what they're looking for. And then we have people experiencing paranoia, new house, gothic horror, domestic thriller with a surprising philosophical twist. Then we have Poirot. So I'm not sure any of that's going to work. And those aren't going to work. So I'm not sure that we have what he's looking for. Let's just look at drama as well, just in case. Maria Stewart, 12 Angry Men. Yeah, so I'm going to have to say I got nothing. Sorry. Are you sure? I had to ask. Sorry about that. Oh, wait, you don't have anything? Well, thank you for looking. But how are you? How about you? Are you an avid reader? Absolutely. I had a feeling. That surely helps in your line of work. I'll take another look at your shelves now. Talk to you later. Okay. Oh, we gotta help this person out. Okay, let me just get a sip of water as well. Hey, Rich, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day and a good weekend. We're just playing some Tiny Bookshop. I don't know if you're familiar with this game, but it is basically where I run a tiny bookshop, and I have to get to know some of the townspeople, and sell books. So part of the gameplay of selling books is it's a little bit of a little puzzle mini game where they kind of give you a hint of what they're looking for, and you have to try to match the right book to their hints. So this person's dropping by real quick. They want cold hard facts, but not biographies. They enjoyed dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. So maybe a fact book or a kid's book. That's not a biography. So let's take a look. So we could do Encyclopedia Bookstonia, maybe. Newtonian Physics for Babies. What we don't talk about when we talk about fat. Evil Knits. I'm not sure those are what they're looking for. What about this one? Oh, cookbook. I'm not sure about that one either. Let's go down here. Dictionary of the English Language. I'm gonna go with the encyclopedia. Yep, they can't wait to learn more. Great. Okay, well we've sold 11 now. 11 out of 20 books, which is part of the challenge. And so to the left you can see the different challenges that are in play and what our progress looks like. And we've sold 3 crime books, 4 fact books, 1 fantasy, and 4 travel. We've sold 0 drama, 0 classic, and 0 kids. That's interesting. Fun fact, Douglas Adams wrote a couple of Doctor Who scripts. Douglas Adams is best known for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so it's already Friday in the game. Wow, time is flying. So we have the Saturday market tomorrow. And organizers expect record turnout thanks to perfect weather conditions. At our town's ongoing flea market in time, weekend visitors can once again browse, haggle, and buy to their heart's content. Okay, yep. So that's just telling us about the market coming up. And what do we got? We got 94 coins. Okay. And how am I doing for books? I'm doing pretty decently. So I'm not sure I'm going to buy anything right now. And I might stick with the waterfront square so we can keep at that goal of selling those books for Walt. So I think we're just gonna do that. Oh, is there a heist? Get in on the heist, guys. Okay, so we'll do a few more fact books. We'll do more of the crime books. Fern might come back looking for more dystopian sci-fi, so we'll get more of that. We will also add more gravel. Okay, great. Can I join the heist? We'll see if it lets me. Okay, so yep, so we don't have to start from scratch with this challenge. We still have 12 out of 20 sold, which is nice. I was worried that it would be like you have to sell it all, you have to sell 20 in one day, but it's not that, so that's good. Oh, he wrote the Pirate Planet City of Death and the best Doctor Who episode, Shada. Okay. I got more points than Tom. Oh, that's great. Oh, I need to help this person out rather than looking at the chat. Hello, dear. How have you been? Okay, so this is 4-star difficulty. So they're looking for a new hobby and they enjoy plays. The Seven Lamps of Architecture is one of their all-time favorites. Oh gosh, okay. Hobbies and they enjoy plays. Oh my gosh. The thing is, though, like, steal like an artist, 10 things nobody told you about being creative. That kind of sounds like a hobby book. Not a play, but What else? Like Gothic cookbook, that could be considered a hobby. Where was the one about evil knits? Yeah. What about knitting? This book combines both. So it's got knitting patterns. I'm going to suggest this one and see if they're into that. Yes. Okay. Okay, we got 15 sold. Just 5 more to go. You're going to help out at the bookshop, get some extra high skills. Oh, goodness. And here's Tilda. Oh, hello, dear. I can't help but think back to my youth whenever I look at you. I'm sure you haven't had to spare even a thought on retirement yet, but let me tell you one thing. Make sure you have some very good friends and as many things to do as possible, or you will be bored. I myself volunteer for the town council, where we organize events and community outreach. I read and game and even attend the occasional concert or exhibition. Yet still, nothing compares to the hustle and bustle of a bookshop. It is also tiring, yes, and I knew I couldn't go on doing it forever. But as soon as it was gone, my life became too quiet, which is why I like to have your fetching little shop around. Now, let me find another pastime in your shelves. Okay. So let's help her out. Okay, looking for a book about nature, and fact books are the usual go-tos, but they don't love dry books. Okay. So then you have to kind of think about what do they mean by a dry book? And so maybe something that's a little bit more humorous or popular or something pop culture related. Nothing too stuffy. So let's see. Fact books about nature. The How of Happiness. So I'm not sure about any of those fact books. So let's go to the travel books. That's the Happily Ever After cookbook. Okay. This is 4-star difficulty. Okay, so this is 9 men, 1 race to sail across the world, 1 to win the prestige. Thrilling accounts from the contestants. Okay, so that's based on something that actually happened. I don't know if that would be considered nature, though. What about living in Alaska? I mean, it's a frozen wilderness. That's got nature, so we might go for that one. Let's just see what else we have. We have Italian villas and their gardens, but I'm wondering if that would be considered dry. So I think we're gonna go for this one and see what they think about that. Yes, okay. To this day, if you listen carefully, you can still hear Nightbot and Streamlabs arguing. Absolutely. They're still duking it out. All right. They want something with a political message, and they wouldn't mind a whodunit. 12 Angry Men is one of their all-time favorites. Wow, okay. Again, we have to kind of think about what would be considered a political message. Sometimes that's caught me out. So, okay, so we have Agatha Christie. Another Agatha Christie, so 2 Poirot novels. Julie Chan is dead, so when Julie finds her influencer twin dead, she slips into her glamorous life. Designer wardrobe, perfect skin, millions of followers, but on an exclusive island retreat, she learns Chloe's world was far from flawless, and someone wants the new Chloe gone too. I don't know if that's what they're looking for. And here is a gothic horror domestic thriller with a surprising and philosophical twist. So, yeah, I'm not sure if that's what they're looking for either. A retirement village. Okay, Thursday Murder Club. Okay. I think that's probably not going to be anything like 12 Angry Men. The Last Story of Mina Lee. A novel told in a dual timeline. We also follow Mina's perspective during her first year in LA. That sounds interesting, but I don't know. The other thing is that what Tilda's referencing is a drama book. So she's saying a whodunit, which made me immediately go to the crime books. But she is referencing a drama. So we got lessons in chemistry. Historical fiction with a sad love story, equal parts infuriating and inspiring. So, yeah, feminist historical fiction, that kind of, to me, sounds like it would have a political message, but I don't know that that's a whodunit. And then this one is an absurdist play. Continuing getting sidetracks with that sounds more philosophical than political. And then All My Sons, set in the Midwest after World War II. This play is a fragmented family drama and tragedy. Father and son, forbidden romance, unpunished crimes, and a dark secret that threatens to tear the characters apart. Arthur Miller. So, oh, okay. So that's a play that might have a political message. So we'll shortlist that one. Let's take a look at these ones. We've got Maria Stewart. Okay, so captivating drama. That's about power, betrayal, and queens. Okay, and then 12 Angry Men. So, initially written as a teleplay, this piece of theater explores concepts of prejudice, peer pressure, and justice. So I'm kind of debating between Maria Stewart and All My Sons. Let's give this one a try and just see. No, there's not one. Okay, I wasn't quite sure. Oh, okay, and Fern wants to pick out a book. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let's hope the nice weather holds up until Saturday. Everyone's counting on it for the flea market. Okay. So, oh, okay, so show off your catch. So I sold 20 books to the local sailors. Great. So if we press Y, then we can see that we've got that stamp, that we've got 2 stamps now. Oh, and then if we do that, oh, we can't do that again. Okay. But I did notice that there were 3 of like the best-selling genres, which was fact, travel, and crime. Let's see. Can I talk to Walt? Will he give me any more dialogue? Okay, so well done on those sales there. Seems like I underestimated you. Now, if you truly want to stay afloat around here, you're going to need this. Okay, so we got a life buoy. Okay. Let me tell you a wee secret. Us sea folk, we love a good decoration or two. So if you want to garner a little respect around here, you just have to show us your maritime side. Okay, so equip 3 maritime decorations, and I've got 2 out of 3 already. And if you're seaworthy enough, you might even get an invite to the fish market next Wednesday. I'm sure I got some knickknacks left over if you want to have a look. Okay, so we have a little bit more money. And let's see, so that gives us 1% to travel sale chance. That's 1%, but minus 15% to animal effects, which isn't really going to affect us right now, but it might in the future. So I'm going to go for this one because it's the cheapest. Okay. Cheers then, matey. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get some used books for sale. Okay. And then what do we got? Excuse me. I might need more fantasy, but I don't have tons of money, so I'm just gonna stick with what I got right now. Okay, iconic cafe celebrates 200 years. City awards owner with touching tribute. A family-owned coffee shop has thanked customers and staff in a small anniversary celebration this week. Cafe Liberté, a mainstay of our town center, has been serving the city for 200 years since its foundation in the early 1800s. It quickly became one of the city's most iconic spots, drawing in creatives and revolutionaries alike. Attending city officials and prominent townsfolk commended owner Mariam Devoir for her efforts in preserving Buxtonbury's history with touching speeches. Okay, great. So today is the weekly flea market. And challenge unlocked, visit the flea market. Okay. So let's do just that. And let's see, let's maybe add another drama and a couple more fact books. We definitely need more travel books. And let's switch out a fantasy for a travel book. And then we'll do a couple more of the classic books. I don't know if the children's books are popular or not, so I might do another drama and another crime book. Okay, let's see how that goes. And I don't know if I need to talk to Tilda, if she's around. Doesn't look like she is yet. Okay. Okay, stamp collected, visit the flea market. Yep. And again, we don't have huge amounts of money right now, but we can talk to these other dealers. So you seem like the bookish type. I can't seem to get rid of this thing. Do you want it? No, gosh, oh no. I should get back into writing, right? Right? Well equipped allows you to write. Plus 2% chance to classic sale chance, plus 1 to daily expenses. Okay. It's in good condition and all. I don't know. Just seems cursed. Well, gee, thanks. Thanks for giving me a potentially cursed item. And then over here we can get artwork from this guy. But I think, oh, no, nobody's asking for help yet. So, oh, now they are. Okay. They need a quick read. Okay. Oh, a crime is my passion. And I mean, I'd love a crime novel. And I quite like reading about myths and legends and escaping into fantasy worlds. So this is a tricky one because it's like just pick one. Do you like fantasy worlds? Do you like crime? I don't know of any books that combine both, but maybe there is. So let's see what we got. We've seen this one, The Last Story of Mina Lee, and I don't know that that has anything to do with myths and legends. And The Bullet That Missed, yeah, I'm not sure if that one is what they're looking for. The Woman in Cabin 10. Week on an Uber luxury yacht. Yes. I don't think that's what they're looking for. After the funeral. Julie Chan is dead. We live here now. So, haunted house. Would that be considered myths and legends? I'm gonna give it a try. Okay, yeah. That worked. Ah, good to see that you found our little flea market. Oh my, thank you kindly for your help, dear. I can finally get rid of this clutter now. Okay, new memory delivery for Tilda. You delivered Tilda's old bookshop furniture to the flea market. She's offering them at a reasonable price. I'll set up my little stand over by the old cannon then. Come by if you want to have a look at what's in those boxes. It could even be useful for you. Okay, so we have another customer asking for help. Give me something with a low page count. And fact books are my usual go-tos, but biographies are far too boring for me. So we have like 3 different hints here. We got low page counts, fact books, no biographies. Okay, so we'll start by looking at the fact books. So that's like 160 pages. So I don't know if that counts as a low page count. Probably not 366 pages. Tree houses. Frank Lloyd of Wright, what we talk about when we don't talk about fat. Yeah, I mean, this one again, this one's less than than this one. But is this a biography of Frank Lloyd Wright, or is this? No, that's just architecture. Okay. And then we could go to children's books because sometimes they have fact books there too in the children's section. That does not look like a fact book, nor does that. Nor does that. Okay. And then finally, we could look at the travel books as well. So that's Wandering Around the World. That's a low-ish page count, I guess, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, let's go for this architecture book and see what she thinks. Okay, yeah. And here we have another townsperson to get to know called Klaus. Oh, what? Look at this dope little shop. Hi, mate. I read about you in the paper. Such a cool place you got here. My name's Klaus, and I work at the Mega Marché at the moment. Have you been there yet? It has an awfully big car park. I'm sure no one would mind if you made a stop there from time to time. Okay. So we've unlocked that area as well. And we have a challenge to visit it 3 times. How are you? Having a good summer? A bit stressful. Oh man, that's too bad. I hope you get some time off soon. I get it though. My band and I were practicing almost every day last spring before our bassist went abroad. Yeah, we play metal and some punk and stuff, so, you know, our name is Silence Libri because our music is like the opposite of silence in the library. Let me know what kind of music you're into. I could introduce you to some of our local bands. All right, I'll check out your books now, but I'll see you later. Adios. Okay, great. So we've gotten to know somebody else. And if we talk to this person, then we can talk to the art dealer, bonjour. And we can get more paint this way if we wanted to like paint our shop again. So at some point we could get some more paints that way, and then we do have some paintings or pictures that also affect the different book sales. So we've got that too. Feel free to touch the artwork. It's an experience. Okay, thank you. And then over here, we can talk to another local, Anne. Oh my gosh, you're the bookshop owner. I love your wagon so much. It's so cute. I'm Anne. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to the flea market. Wow, looks like you're swarmed with customers. I hope you still had some time to look around, though. Would you like some plants for your shop? I feel like they fit in so well with your vibe. So again, I don't have huge amounts of money right now, but maybe when the next flea market rolls around, then we can get some more of this stuff. So I think the window flower boxes would be nice. Maybe the real ivy plant. I think all of these would be nice. Lovely. Thanks for stopping by. You love the painterly art style in the game too? Yes, me too. Me too. It is just a really pretty. It's a really pretty game. Looking for a new piece for your collection. Okay, wouldn't mind if there's romance. Usually enjoy a classic piece of literature. Do you have anything like War and Peace? Okay. So let's look at the classics. Count of Monte Cristo. A betrayed lover returns to Parisian high society in search of... I mean, there'd be romance there, and it's a classic piece of literature. So we'll shortlist that, but we'll look at the other ones just in case. Both kids and grown-ups are captivated by her tales. Yeah, I don't think that's what they're looking for. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, I don't think that's what they're looking for. Anna Karenina, an emotionally charged Russian novel about, well, that's got love triangles. Okay, Ride a Sad Train with Anna Karenina. So that could be one too. Valperga, by certified goth nerd Mary Shelley. Mirroring the struggles of women in Shelley's time, the female protagonist must choose between love and political liberty. So that could be it too. Let's give that a try. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Well, they had the word love in it. Okay. Well, we've hit 100. So we have a total of 100 coins. That's awesome. That feels like a milestone. We did not sell any kids' books. We sold 4 classic books, 1 fantasy, 5 fact books, 4 drama, 4 crime, and 3 travel. So that's also interesting. Okay, and congrats for 1 year Fern. So Bookstonbury Review staff recognizes their outstanding contributions, and I do like the Bookstonbury Review, like the little storytelling that kind of adds to the lore of the town and everything. So I think that's really neat as well. Like the whole idea of having this local paper, and that's kind of part of the whole game mechanic, I think is super fun. So our dear editor Fern has reached a milestone, 1 year of writing for the review. Our paper was changed for the better when you arrived on the scene for your internship, and since then we have been graced with such awesome insights into this little town of ours. Writing articles is hard. I don't know how you manage to do it every day, so hats off to you, Fern. Enjoy your surprise at the office this morning. Oh, very nice. Okay, so what do we need? We need more fact books. I'm just going to go for secondhand books. That should give us a nice variety. Yeah. And I think that will do. So if we go to ZL and we press X, let's just take a look at the decorations. So I'm going to put this back outside. And we can add the typewriter. Looks like you've just equipped an item that you can activate. Check it out in your item bar and give it a try once you've set up shop. Okay, interesting. And then we can add the cactus. And I think we have all the nautical items we need. Let me just check. No, I think we need to add this one too. Okay. So we'll do that as well. Daily expenses 6. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, can we activate that? All right. Let's see what that does. Okay, so we've kind of done the waterfront square. Well, we still have another challenge to do, don't we, for waterfront square? Let's take a look at the journal. If we go over here, oh wait. Yeah, we have to equip 3 maritime decorations. So we could go back to waterfront square to achieve that. So let's just do that. And then what we can always do is go back to the journal to refresh our memory on the popular book genres. And it looks like the fact and travel are the most popular. As always, I like to add just a little bit of everything as well, because you never quite know. And that's it. That's 40. Okay. Okay, whoa, you have an item with you that you can activate. Check your item bar and give it a try. Oh, I thought I did that already, but okay. Oh, I think I have to do that here once I've opened up shop. So let's do it. Oh my gosh, the typewriter is speaking to us and it looks like it has a face. Okay. Gulp, blank page, huh? It looks nice and pristine like that. I probably shouldn't write on it just yet. Yeah, it's better left empty rather than writing just anything. I'll come back with some ideas tomorrow. Oh my goodness, interact with the typewriter. So challenge unlocked your big debut. Get to work on your typewriter and finally start that book you always wanted to write. Okay. Oh man, nothing more daunting than staring at the blank page, trying to think of that first word to break open the floodgates. Okay, let's see what we can do today for sales. Could I have a hand? Yes, you can. I don't know if it'll be a good hand, but I'm going to give you one. Perfect weather for a new book, eh? I like philosophical books. Also, I'm not put off by outdated books. Okay, so philosophical books, and they could be outdated books. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking about classics. And I'm wondering if Crime and Punishment is what they're looking for. So we'll shortlist that. Let's see what else we have. To Kill a Mockingbird as well. So I think that would probably be considered more political than philosophical. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I don't think that's what they're looking for. Les Miserables. This is a very long and arguably dry historical novel, not a fun play or catchy musical. Okay. Right. Good to know. And The Story Girl, Book 1. Okay. I'm thinking we're going to go with Crime and Punishment. Yep. Okay. Okay, and here's Fern. Say, hey, I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. Well, sorry, break time is over. I can't really miss tonight's deadline. That would mean no new article in tomorrow's edition. Deadline? That's right, I need to write up a story every day before dusk. I am the only journalist at the review, after all. Thankfully, Diane and Harold cover just about everything else. Maybe I'll tell you about them another time, but I should get going now. Okay? Thank you for dropping by, Fern. Tilda's back in the shop. We'll see if she has anything more to say. Sure enough. Okay, what do you have for me today? Something from a series would be nice, and I wouldn't mind something with a detective. Also, I like a thrilling story. I'm hoping we have a Poirot novel. Yes, we do. Yes, I'm glad I found the next part. Thanks for coming. Okay, let's see if I need to talk to Walt at all. Oh, look at your vessel. She's a real beaut, seaworthy even. Okay, yes, ship happens. The sailors are happy with your decorations and decide not to sink your ship this time. Oh dear, what's her name? Oh goodness. Doesn't have one. We can't have that. A vessel without a name is bad luck. How about Bookstonia? It's a real lucky name, I swear. Very good. I'd say you're ready for a little fish market now. Come by Wednesday, kiddo, and maybe you'll find something to your taste. See you later. Okay, great. So when I first played this game, I didn't realize that I had to get permission or that I had to get an invite, and I just turned up at the fish market, and I was not particularly welcomed. I think I got reprimanded by the game. All right, so just dropping by real quick. I only want nonfiction. Also, books about animals are always a good shout, but I don't go for anything too niche. Okay, so again, breaking this down, 3 parts. They want nonfiction about animals, but we have to kind of interpret what they mean by too niche. So let's see what we can do. So we got Letters from Egypt, Declaration of the Rights of Woman and of the Female Citizen, Mont Saint Michel and Chartres. I don't know if I even pronounced that right at all. Gothic Cookbook, Walden, Nature Encyclopedia of Discovery. Let's go for that one. Yes, okay. Okay. Well, that was successful. We got the invite from Walt for Wednesday's fish market. So that's cool. And it's Monday right now. Ooh, and here we have a story. Lighthouse might rouse fright. So haunted building comes with a view and resident ghosts. Since the full automation of lighthouses during the 1960s, the Buxton Bay Lighthouse is no longer inhabited. Many passersby in the following decades have reported signs of paranormal activity. Me and the mates were there yesterday. We found a footprint near the lighthouse. And there was a bloody bang at the door. It gave me a proper fright, it did, said local fisherman's grandson. Reclusive lighthouse keeper Gareth Ellis has declined to comment on the sinister happenings. Ooh, spooky. Okay. So we have 126 coins. And let's see. Might we? I mean, that says learn to read, so I would guess a lot of that would be children's books, which we don't really need. So I'm going to go for the World Atlas set, because we could do with more fact and travel books. And I think that's all we will do right now. So we can think about going somewhere else this time around. We could go to the Mega Marché. We could go to Cafe Liberté. I think we should go here, because I think we still have to meet Miriam. Will do. Okay, great. All right, let's go give this person some inspiration. I need to get more into philosophy. Also, I enjoy a good classic from time to time. I couldn't find anything at the library. Okay, so philosophy and a classic. So let's go see. Love this area, so pretty. Yeah, it is pretty. It just kind of makes me want to go find a cafe in a town square and just sit down and people watch, with a nice coffee. It's really nice. So philosophy. Let's see. We got Virginia Woolf, and who else? We got the Story Girl, L.M. Montgomery. Okay. Julius Caesar. That's Shakespeare. Jane Austen, Emma. I don't know if any of those would really count as philosophy. This is 4-star difficulty, so it's not 5-star difficulty, which suggests there's something. There's something out there. Let's look at drama as well, because sometimes like plays might be philosophical. So we've got this Tudor Tale of Power, Betrayal, and Queens, Comedy of Errors, Leave Taking, a humorous play about a British Caribbean mother and her 2 daughters transposing their Jamaican heritage in 1980s London. Leave Taking was the first play by a Black female playwright to premiere at the Royal National Theatre in 1987. Okay. Asterios Polyp. This award-winning graphic novel follows how the rigid lines of his personality and architectural style shatter, setting him on an aimless journey that transforms a once self-absorbed man into someone who cares. Okay. The love hypothesis. Okay. I don't know that. I don't know about any of these, to be perfectly honest. Oh, we also have Fake Volume 1. Okay, that's BL manga fans. Okay. So, yeah. This is where I get a little bit stumped sometimes. Like, at what point does a classic text kind of spill over into philosophy? What about Henry David Thoreau? That would be a classic, wouldn't it? That sounds philosophical. Let's see about that one. Yes, they're already feeling pensive. Wonderful. Okay. So we had to look in the fact books for that one. And I don't know if you can do it yet, but sometimes people leave books on the ground. So sometimes I can like pick up books and replenish my stock a little bit. I don't see that now, so I don't know if that's a thing yet. Okay, need some help. Dreadful weather. Romance is a must-have for me, and I like fancy schmancy novels. I really enjoyed The Garden of Evening Mists. Okay. So, fancy schmancy romance. Okay. Well, this looks like romance, but I don't know if it would be considered fancy schmancy. And then we have, maybe it would be one of the classics. Maybe like, maybe Emma? Yes, they love romanticizing their life. Great. If you're ever in need of some fresh local goods, you know there are other markets besides that dreadful mega marché. We have our flea market, of course, but you should also drop by the fish market sometime. You won't necessarily find the most exotic seafood, but our Walter and the other fishers are making sure the good sea life populations are kept in check before they go out of balance. It's essential for the ecosystem of the bay, I hear. Don't you think the megacore people would care? Don't think the megacore people would care about that, do you? Anyway, it's a good market. You just might have to get used to the smell a bit, dear. Okay, so she's also giving us a hint to go to the fish market. And finally, we have Miriam. Ah, you must be that person Tilda has told me about. Our customers would surely appreciate more classic books. What a shame. You should make sure you're a bit more prepared next time. I am Miriam Devoir. Welcome to my cafe, the Liberté. You should know it has been family owned for about 200 years now. Throughout the years, the Liberté has hosted our history's greatest minds. From writers to revolutionaries, they all met right here. But surely you have done your own research into this town already. Either way, I have to get back to my customers. Goodbye. Okay, so we have met the formidable Miriam, and we need to stock more classic books. Okay, it's a good hint as well. Just having some water. Okay, so you can't go wrong with a play, and I don't mind if it's a little outdated. Also, I'm up for something humorous. Okay, so I wonder if we have the humorous Shakespeare play that I saw earlier. And I don't know if we do. So, oops. Let's just see. To the Light. Yeah, that's not a play. Julius Caesar. I don't know if that's something humorous. And I don't think that's a play. We'll just kind of go through and see. It's 5-star difficulty, so. Just looking here. That's a graphic novel. So Leave Taking it's a humorous play. So that could be what they're looking for. because I don't know that that would be a humorous play. But it would be something outdated. But I think I'm gonna go for this one. Yes, okay. Nice. Okay, cool. Wow, that went well. We've got 131 coins, so we're good for our profits. And it also looks like we have a nice variety here. We've got 10 coins unlabeled, so let's just pick those up real quick. Wonderful, and then we can go for these two. Great. So I think we're doing pretty good there. And now we have another story by Fern. Buxtonbury's love of books. New Tiny Bookshop sparks passionate discussions. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile bookseller has Buxtonbury's literature scene abuzz. But what makes for a pleasant browsing experience? According to Tilda Sankelund, former bookshop owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's tastes, the higher the chances they will find what they are looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. Okay, cool. So it's Tuesday today, and then tomorrow in the game is going to be the waterfront fish market. Okay. So I think we should hop on over to the far beach. Especially after Tilda's rant about the Mega Marché. I'm reluctant to go there now. Let's go to the far beach instead. All right. So let's see here. For the beach now, I'm pretty sure crime novels are quite popular. And the fantasy and kids books. So if it's still kind of the same stats, so I'm gonna kind of go with that. Yeah, we'll add a few more travel, maybe a drama, and we'll go for another crime book, and that's it. Okay. So at some point, the developers are coming out with a DLC, and I'm very interested in what that's going to involve. And it kind of got me. It kind of gave me the bug to kind of get back into this. So I might do this again in the near future. Do another live stream with Tiny Bookshop. I might kind of try to add it into the rotation. I still like doing the Happy Home Paradise on Thursdays. That's become kind of a nice regular thing to do. But I have been thinking about mixing it up a little bit, and on other days when I can live stream, then maybe doing more of this. Okay, so here we have Harper. So another new character to get to know. And she is a big fan of historical fantasy. She just loves the flavor. A fan of books like Babel. Yep, already finished the last one. Okay. So that's in the fantasy genre. So let's go check out the fantasy books and see what might be considered historical fantasy. So right away, we have A Darker Shade of Magic set in multiple Londons with cross-dressing thieves, aspiring pirates, and sadistic kings. Prepare yourself for a thrilling trilogy brimming with magic, lots of magic, more magic, and angst. That might be what she's looking for. Let's see. Yes. Okay, great. I do have to cape HHP somewhere. Absolutely. Yes. Don't worry, TJ. Okay. Darkest Shade of Magic is exactly what I was looking for. Great. Thanks for letting me read here. My name's Harper, by the way. I'm going to be back soon. Okay. Bye. Okay, great.
Wow.
Ahoy. Welcome to Buxtonbury's famous beach. It's nice to have you here. Such a great spot, don't you think? I've already seen people with your crime and fantasy titles in hand. Gosh, you're doing so well. Alrighty, I'll finish up my run for today. Cheers. Okay, so she's kind of hinted that fantasy and crime are particularly popular here. And if we go over here, we can interact with this ball. And there it goes. And we have something mysterious happening over here. Oh, and what is this? Oh, we have a skull. Pretty sure it's made of plastic. So plus 4% to crime sale chance, but -2 to kids sale chance. Okay. So that's something to bear in mind as well. Yeah, with HHP, I mean, the beauty of that game is that I still feel like, you know, there are challenges I can set for myself and things I haven't done yet and different ways of just kind of doing different builds. And that just keeps making it so much fun is that there's always something else I could try or experiment with. Hey Jules, welcome in. Happy Sunday. You've been listening? Oh, thank you. Glad to have you here. And I hope you're having a good Sunday. Okay, so this person didn't find yet what they were looking for, so they're asking for help. So they enjoy plays, also bonus points if it's epic. Can you help me? Okay, so this is 4-star difficulty, so at least it's not 5-star difficulty, but it is a little bit challenging. Yeah, I recommend this game for sure. It's a great game to kind of dip in and out of. So the days in the game themselves are not too long. You can just play for like 10 or 15 minutes and do like a couple days worth in the game if you want, or you can just kind of get lost in it and play, you know, a few weeks worth if you want as well. All right, so we're looking for a play and one if it's epic. So plays are usually classic or drama. So we'll right away we've got Julius Caesar, so we'll shortlist that. And that is not a play, I don't think. The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Oh, and Bronte. A Gothic romance. Okay. The Tempest. Another Shakespeare play. A play full of thundering monologues, magical confusions, and romantic distractions. So that could be epic. Let's see what else we have. The Love Hypothesis. I don't think that's a play. That's a graphic novel. Okay, and this is a Tudor tale of power, betrayal, and queens. Witness the captivating drama, so that could be epic too. So let's give that one a try. Oh, excellent. How very theatrical. Okay, great. Ooh, book please. Okay. So, what should I pick? I'm a big fantasy fanatic, and I normally prefer short and sweet books, and I'm never going to be too old for a kid's book. Okay, so we can look at the fantasy genre, but we can also look at the children's genre as well. So, I don't think that's a short and sweet kids book, so we will be moving on. And then Heartless, not all fairy tales have a happy ending. Well, that's not short and sweet for one thing, so I don't think that's what they're looking for. That is 800 pages. Oh my gosh, and it says mature reading. So let's look at the children's books instead. For short and sweet, I don't know that that's considered short and sweet, 184, but then this one's 256 pages. So let's give them this one. Yeah, okay. They're happy with that. Marry Mr. Metal. That's a mouthful. The location screams SoCal meets Maine. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. To me, it screams English coastal village. Like Southwest England is kind of the vibe that I get. But yeah, definitely has that coastal vibe, which I think kind of translates across different places. Okay. Okay, so today's Wednesday, so we're going to the fish market. And the events tab also reminds us of the things that are going on. So we can maybe get some more books. Let's take a look and see. How are we doing? So we have tons of travel books and plenty of kids books, plenty of classic books. We could do with more fantasy. In fact, yeah, let's go for fantastic fantasy. Nice. Okay. And then we can that might be it. That might be what we do. Okay. So let's go to the waterfront square. Or France. Yes, the cafe screams France a bit. Yes. Agree. It does have that that French kind of vibe to it. Right. We'll do a couple of children's books, but I don't really expect them to sell at the fish market, so we won't add too many. But I will add some more classic. I'll add a bit more of the fantasy too. Maybe another crime and some fact books, and we're good. Okay, here we are at the fish market. So we can talk to Walt. My, look at the Buxtonia sailing in today. Would you like to see my special offers? Okay, so we could get a raw fish, which that is really funny, the effect it has if you equip it. And there's a particular like key time of the year where it really comes in handy. So we won't buy that right now, but I'm just gonna look at the other options. So, but also a single oar and the lobster boy. So I don't really need any of those, to be honest. Oh, wait a minute, youngin. I heard you gave Tilda a hand with clearing out her shop, did you? I'm sure she appreciated that. But, maybe you can also check in on her from time to time. If I know Tilda, she'll have a hard time letting go. Always been that way ever since I've known her. Okay, so that's good to know. And then we got oh, we have a dog. And we can pet the dog. Ruff, ruff. Good dog. Woof. The little stray seems a bit hungry, so throw the dog a treat. That's stray. Oh, okay. Why don't you throw him a bone or something? Or would I like to pet the dog? Of course I would like to pet the dog. Or in that case, maybe we should get the fish. Oh, I've seen you met our little friend. Such a shame, though. He shouldn't be sleeping outside. I throw him a fish from time to time. I know he likes those, but I can't take him in, unfortunately. I'm away too often on a catch. Anyway, here's what I've got today. Okay, so we are going to get the raw fish because we're going to give that to the dog. Okay, cheers then, matey. Oh, but first we got to help this person out. Okay. Okay, so give me something straight from the stage. I'm an absolute thriller fan, and I wouldn't mind if there was romance. Anything good on board today? Okay, so let's take a look at the drama and the classics. So we got Julius Caesar. That's a play. And let's see what else we have. Titus Andronicus. That's another play. 'Cause, 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 That's a graphic novel. Okay, well, let's go for Julius Caesar. What do you think about that? Yes, okay, great. Okay, let's talk to the dog again. Okay, woof woof. He's intently eyeing the raw fish. Yes, buddy, this is for you. Woof woof. Yay! Aw, he looks so excited. Seems like he enjoys fish. Stamp collected, feed the stray. Okay, great. Oh, and we have to help out this person before time runs out. Okay, so they wouldn't mind in reading more female-penned literature. They enjoy a good classic from time to time, and they also enjoy getting sucked into a really long book. Okay, so we can break this down. We got 3 different parts: female author, classic, really long. Okay, so here we have This Book Will Bury Me. So this might be what they're looking for, but let's keep going and take a look at what else there is. Because if they're saying classic, then maybe I should be looking at the classic books like Anne Bronte, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Let's give that a try. Yes, okay. Okay, ahoy, I need a rescue. And they heard the nonfiction here is good. They love all kinds of different books about travel. Also, they wouldn't mind learning about a new hobby. Okay, so a travel book that might have like a hobby angle. Okay, well, we only have one travel book left, so let's see if they want By Train Through Spain. Yes. Great. Hey, mate, nice to see you again. You mind if I hang out around a bit? I need to do some writing. You know how I told you about my band? Yeah, well, I wanted to work on a concept album while our bassist is away, but it hasn't been going super well. I even took time off work to focus better, but I'm just absolutely out of ideas here. Like, it's been weeks and I got nothing. I'm starting to get a bit stressed, to be honest with you. Don't want to disappoint everyone. Got any ideas for me, mate? Songs about getting drunk. How about songs about heartbreak? Nah, mate, romance isn't really my thing, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I want more of a prog rock thing going on. Like the whole album needs to tell a story. Okay. Talk to Klaus until he feels inspired. So we got to talk to him 3 times. Well, I'll have another think about it. All right, peace out. Oh, hello, dear. Can I give you a word of advice? You'll probably soon gather some regulars, people who will always return to your shop and who like to chat. like you, Tilda. In my experience, they always greatly appreciate it if you can remember some details about them. Maybe last week they told you about their hobby or that their birthday is coming up. I recommend writing these things down in your journal. For example, young Harper is celebrating her birthday soon, and you know how important birthdays are at that age. I'm sure she'll be delighted if you give her your best wishes. Here, lend me that journal for a minute. I'll fill in the important dates I can remember off the top of my head. Okay. So we've already sold out of travel books. I see. And I actually do want to take a look at the journal, but time's a wasting. We got to help out Tilda first. Okay, haven't read anything yet. Anything I haven't read yet? I could use something with a political message, bonus points if it's from this century, and I'm feeling philosophical. Oh my gosh, Tilda, you're giving us a challenge. Okay, hold on. I need another drink of water. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see if we have anything. This is 5-star difficulty, so it could just be a case of saying B, sorry, I got nothing. But let's take a look first and see if we can find something. Now, what can help us out is bonus points if it's from this century. So we can look for stuff that's from this century, like this. I don't know if this is political or philosophical though, so we'll keep looking. We also have this it sounds like a heart-wrenching story. Love, Hope, and Death. Oh my goodness. So, but that could be what she's looking for. So we will um, shortlist that one. I don't think she wants Catterday and Buxtonbury. We have learned that lesson already. So we're going to keep on going. Um, Walden also sounds kind of philosophical, but it's not from this century. So same with the Goosebumps book. I don't think the Goosebumps book is what she's looking for. And here's an award-winning graphic novel. Oh yes, an aimless journey that transforms a once self-absorbed man into someone who cares. So again, maybe, but that's not a oh no, I'm not looking at female authors. I'm looking at stuff from this century. Okay. Yeah, this is from this century, but I don't think it's political or philosophical. Gothic cookbook, again, I don't think that's quite what they're looking for. The Buxtonbury crochet collection, probably not. Heartless, probably not. That's like a fantasy. War for Solar System continues. Okay. Violent space opera. Well, it's packed with political intrigue, but I'm not sure that's what she's looking for either. And there's a ghost in this house. Okay. Evil knits. Fake. Yeah, I don't think that's what she's looking for. Time to Kill, that's not from this century. Villains, that's first in a thrilling sci-fi series with unforeseen twists and turns. Okay, well that does sound interesting, but again, I'm not sure that's what she's going for. And then finally this one. So now I'm trying to remember which one I shortlisted. I think it was this one. So let's see if that... No, there's no political aspects. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. Oh, he's following you. Seems like he really wants to stay with the bookshop. So, would you take him home with you? Yes, absolutely. Aw, he's excited. Yeah, I did wonder if I had to go back here and interact with the dog, but then I thought, ooh, should I interact with this person? But I interacted with the dog. So, he used to live on a fishing boat, but now he never leaves your side. So, when successfully recommending a book, +2 coins while in the shop, +3 daily expenses. Okay. Aww. You're seeing books you love you haven't seen in this game? Ah, cool. Now he just needs a proper name. So Behemoth sounds quite funny because I have in previous playthroughs named him Buddy and Bailey, but I don't think I've named him Behemoth yet. So we're going to go for that one. Great, looks like he already responds to that. Okay, adopt the stray. Welcome to the tiny family. All right, great. And that's it. So we'll do one more day in the game and then I'm going to call it a day because it is getting towards dinner time for us and my stomach has woken up. I don't know if it was being in the fish market made me think, seafood sounds nice, but I am starting to think about what to make for dinner. And it might be a prawn stir fry, we'll see. All right, so let's get this mixed bundle book. And let's see, no events today. It's Thursday. So I think we should probably go back to the beach, maybe? Everything else is a little bit pricey. This is perfect for the beach, so it would... It's a lot of money. But let's see, it adds 2 seconds inspiration duration while it's sunny, and +2 to customer count. So let's just get it. And then we can go here and we can equip it. Yeah, that should be good. Oh gosh, it's quite a okay. So now I'm being a cheapskate. I don't know. We only have 33 coins left, and it's 21 to get to the far beach. So maybe we should just check out the Mega Marché. Right. So I think the Mega Marché. I think they do kids, fantasy, and crime. So we'll see. Or maybe drama. I can't remember now. But let's go for this spread and see what happens. So it's kind of fun to interact with different items and they have different effects. And as you go through the game, like right now, this is largely just um, getting us into the groove of the gameplay and the daily kind of schedule of doing things. But there are side quests, there are different storylines, and it does get a little bit more interactive over time. So I really like that aspect of the game too. You do have some mysteries to uncover, and you get to interact with other characters, which is really cool. What a week. I want something short and sweet. However, I can't read classics. Allergies. Okay. So they're allergic to classics. They want something short and sweet. We're going to look at the children's books first and see if there are any that would be considered short and sweet. So far, no, I don't think so. So Dragon Ball is under 200 pages. So I consider stuff to be short and sweet if it's like under 200 pages. That's when I'm going to start to shortlist it or think, okay, maybe this is what they're looking for. So this Say Cheese and Die is only 160 pages. So that might be what they're looking for as well. But let's look at the other ones. We got Anna Green Gables. Nope. And what is this one? There's a ghost in this house. That's 44 pages. Let's give that one to them. Yes, great. Yeah, Klaus is coming back. I can see him. So he will be walking into the shop soon, and we can chat with him again. And let's take care of this person's request. So they're just getting back into reading and they'd like something light and entertaining. I'm a fan of books like Newtonian physics for babies. Okay. Light and entertaining. Okay. So again, maybe like a children's book or something like that. But let's see what else there is real quick. Just looking at something, I feel like Evil Knits could be considered light and entertaining. But at the same time, I also wonder if one of these other children's books would also be considered that as well. It is 1 star, so I feel like I can't screw this up, but then that makes me feel more pressure. Like, what if I do? Hey, Catterday and Buxtonbury. That's got to be light and entertaining. Yes. Okay, great. We redeemed Catterday and Buxtonbury. I feel very happy about that. I feel like we've come full circle. Okay, hey there, I'm still on the lookout for album inspo. You don't happen to have a book that could help me out, do you? Well, let's see. Okay, he likes historical settings, but self-help books are not his cup of tea. Okay. So historical settings, thinking about maybe like travel or fact. So that's okay. Travel guide. I don't know if that would be considered self-help, being a travel guide. So we'll carry on and see what else. Oh gosh, cautionary tales about what not to do in one of America's wildest national parks. I don't know if that's what they're looking for. The Book of Tea, okay. All about Japanese values of teaism, okay. Again, I'm not sure about that one. Down Under, okay, here we go. An entertaining yet educational travelogue exploring a sunburned country also known as Australia. Okay, so would that be considered a historical setting? I don't know. Let's look at the fact books as well. So those, I don't think so. And I'm not sure about that one either. We're gonna go for this one. Yes, okay, great. Oh, hells yeah, Down Under seems dope. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. I'll be back here soon. Okay, great. Okay, how are we doing for book sales? So we haven't sold any fantasy, so I was completely wrong about that. But we've sold out of crime books, and we're almost sold out of kids books, and we have sold some drama, fact, and travel. Okay, and we've done really well for sales, so we're back up to 89, which is great. We've made 69 coins in profits. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for this live stream. So thank you all for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this. And if you aren't familiar with this game, hopefully this has helped familiarize you with what the game is all about and what it's like. And yeah, I really enjoy this game. It's such a nice game to chill out to, and you have an interesting way of challenging yourself. So you have different items that affect sales of different genres, so you have to bear that in mind, and they affect each other in different ways, and you've got different characters to get to know, and they have different requests as well. So it's just super fun. I really enjoy it, and I hope you do too. So I will probably next be live streaming on Thursday as usual, 7 p.m. UK time. And I'll be doing Happy Home Paradise then. So don't you worry about that. So yeah, thank you all very much. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, great rest of your weekend. And I will see you probably on Thursday. And in the meantime, I will be sharing videos and stuff as usual. So have a great rest of your day.